Mokai Gabby Asare Otchere Darko. Another cousin. No. When another Darko Akufo-Addo was the president, no, many people, even including NPP, saw him as a de facto, maybe a prime minister of Ghana. Because according to many people who were even ministers and as for no, they said some of the ministerial appointment and positions, no, not Gabby and a Peke. Many people even say the current OSP, Kisie Jamenkwa Gabby and a Dreman and Nado Danko Akufo-Addo. But surprisingly, Gabby Asare Darko was once asked, "Are you a politician?" and answered, "Yeah." And the answer Gabby gave, no, listen to him.
When I tell people I'm not a politician, they don't believe me. I've always considered myself as a political strategist, and I was very much involved in the politics of this country. And I think it was right in the studio last year that I said that I've moved on from frontline politics. It doesn't mean that I'm not involved in politics, but the front position, they don't believe me. I've always considered myself as a political strategist.
Yes, Gabby said he always considered himself as a political strategist, and that he is not a politician. And when he even tell people that he, Gabby Asare Darko, was not a politician, according to he himself, and people doubted him. Because he who NPP before, they were picking and pointing at Gabby Asare Darko as being the person no really Ghana and another Danko Akufo-Addo, right? NPP Lucy Abano, Gabby Asare Darko went to UK, met NPP members in UK, and even attacked some NPP MPs. See, some of Gabby can UK. Nipan also on your politician. Listen to him here.
I heard somebody say in Ashanti meeting, said, we let Ashanti down because we didn't listen to their votes. NPP let Ashanti down because they didn't have flyovers. But I have been in meetings where MPs from Ashanti region have said that and yet flyovers from they want their community goes down. And in politics, you are supposed to give people what they say they want, not what you think they want. They wanted their community goals. And when you look at the number of votes that was done in Ashanti region,
Gabby said, I heard people say we left Ashanti. We. And then he went on to say that NPP did that for the Ashanti region. What I say? And then he went further again to say he Gabby Asare Otchere Darko, who says he isn't and he wasn't a politician, sat in meetings about Ashanti region, and the caucus of Ashantis were discussing Nema Omuhia in Ashanti region. But what I say? When one person openly says I am not a politician, and even when I tell people say I am not a politician, they don't believe me. At the same time, say he was part and parcel of Ashanti region or part and parcel of NPP and stuff like that. That is very worrisome and that is troublesome because a maganda nino ujini dia enye. Me who say me be message by saying NPP and NDC are the same. That is a clear difference of NPP and NDC because Gabby Asare Darko, when another Danko Akufo-Addo was the president, the old the prime minister, and he was a member of NPP. No, ye be kama. Abani Lucy ye pair also no one politician because he knew say maybe NDC will come after him. I'm going to show you a video of Paul Adom Otchere, who says he is a journalist and he is not a politician. Also a journalist. Out of nowhere, Paul Adom Otchere is okwa pay MP. If you camera kojina Paul Adom Otchere nima, this time around, listen to him.
Oh, I have an NPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So we don't want to talk about that now.
Paul Adom Otchere say he has an NPP membership card. Journalists also on your politician, and now no can you say na or NPP membership card. Now those are going to be determined by serious people. And then the choice of words, I will tell you why he's using those kind of choice of words. Because I don't
Oh, I have an NPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So We don't want to talk about that now because that's not the issue now. The mission to return to power is what is really driving the NPP this way. It's a human institution, so not everybody likes everybody, but there's a desperation to win back power because people have seen things collapsing. People have seen BEC results coming out and parents being asked to do something very awkward that has never happened before. People have seen it. People have seen their children go to free SHS and they come back and say that we used to eat 3 times, now we eat once. People have seen their teacher training, abandonment of the teacher training licensure ambition blown away, and now licensure exam fees are being increased. People have seen it. People have seen what is happening. People have seen a dollar that is at a very good rate, but it's not commensurate with the price on the market. People have seen all these things. And so they are desperate to pull back the NPP to power. Yes, the NPP didn't get everything correct, but from what people have seen in the last 1.5 years, I think that is really what is galvanizing the NPP in Ashanti. And also the middle level resistance that the NPP was getting in Ashanti from non-committed voters is completely gone down, because these non-committed voters have seen the arrogance of power, particularly in Ashanti region of the NDC. Complete arrogance of power. Never happened before. Regional ministers behave like they are military commanders here in Ashanti region. Never seen before. And it's icing them. It's annoying them. And they are wondering that, what is this? How is a regional minister behaving like he's a military commander? Mayors, they behave like they are the commander of the recce department at the Ghana Armed Forces. And people have seen these things. People's buildings are being broken down. And they break your building, whether it's a bank, whether it's a school, and they tell you, we are building a 24-hour market. 24-hour economy was in the NDC manifesto. Go check the NDC manifesto, see whether the word market was in anywhere around the 24-hour economy. Suddenly, government redefines the 24-hour economy and comes and tells us that 24-hour economy is about markets. What does that mean? Ghana have had markets for 180 years. Asafo market is older than Ghana's independence. Adom market and KJTR market and Makola market, they are older than Ghana's independence. We've already had markets. Suddenly, government comes and says, I'm doing a 24-hour economy and it's anchored on markets. Okay, go ahead with your markets. No, I break your school building and I'll do markets. I break your bank and I do markets. People are seeing these things and they are desperate for the NPP to return to power.
Well, that's very good. If you want to see the intelligence of a man, become man, I'm not only talking about man as a man, but I'm talking about human being. Man, a microphone and a camera in public. Paul Adom Otchere say, Ghanaians are not enjoying President John Dramani Mahama's administration, and for that matter, NDC. And today are going to bring back NPP. They be saying, what are some of the things that Ghanaians are not enjoying? Was it when you pick the manifesto of NDC, there is no way they talk about market. Paul Adom Otchere, the person now, ultimately interview president. Good evening, Ghana. When we were young and when we were so foolish and dumb, we believed in some of the things Paul Adom Otchere did. Now, social media is exposing him. So be president there. NDC manifesto, NDC manifesto, just do a simple sex market and a market. I'm gonna bring it together with that of NPP. Now they are there. But when somebody want to lead a country, when someone want to become a president, and seminar wakano enye any churudigu manifesto, right? So okope MP on kita manifesto, and so on sembia wakachire ni pa community no. Oh, boss be a what particular location that I call them tailor-made solutions. Then when you approach before them, you tell them, say, Mama me kwenya anasi nyanko pompa, na mama me kwenya na me ba, may I deal with them. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in the manifesto of that particular party. That is a fact. It's just be a Jimmy and our being near Juma. And you think everything NDC said has to be in the manifesto. Now, Paul Adom Otchere say NDC for 24 hours economy. No, it's a dime dress. See, no, it's me kubu school. Then it's a kubu bank. It's a kubu Paul Adom Otchere. It's when I was the Copa NPI. 24-hour market, 24-hour economy, and that's a 24-hour. But what I don't know. Didn't know why dream no Paul Adom Otchere. And you're NDC for a promise here. Until one our bachelor idea NDC for a promise any hour 1 year, and that reason why that is why you want to go to parliament. We NPP Ebano NPP manifesto muno. Hemfa na matchoro say omba besi national cathedral akutu amana akofa $98 million. Paul Adom Otchere. You need to start from that point. Because on the 6th of December 2025, was it 2024? And I woke up far plane, basically Kumasi Airport. Paul Adom Otchere the same person. No. Eko far plane, SSA nipa be te gumu. Edi kosi Kumasi Airport. Edi efere na nanom ebe gina airport no bo ntumpani no na binum sai bi mu jajajo bi mi ete. Some di Kumasi Airport no. Ada international airport and plane be load nipa from Britain. Edomaba from America. Edomaba. Paul Adom Otchere to abani wi no. Pa just jet ni bi wen. Ta plane we. And I would own Kaiser would all cast any manifesto. Onkai say eligible me ko catch the bimuso BBC airport. Any habo am an another than Kufuado echo in central GBC and also on Kani baby. Onkai. When these so-called people are many Ghanaians saw them as important. But time and time again, approve actually among for the Debbie saying as I could find any moment now, you know, they near Juma. Now being in the and I don't know why all of a sudden anybody want to become a member of parliament in Ghana. Mentiasi anybody. So when we are there, Captain Smart, so now we each know the same thing. And the captain is also every media and so I resign. Eko pe parliament ako pe.
I want you and I won't be
And these people, when you believe in them, you are believing in them based on your own sebe. And that is exactly what Paul Adom Otchere is doing. But the difference between Paul Adom Otchere and Chama and the video say we can't treat with the program about the cabrofo. And you know about Kono, saying and all the brofon and all the dada man for. The patch what I say. Eti Paul Adom Otchere any NPP for being more. I've been at the moment and Yajuma pay a battle better in 2028. It is the wood of fees says a Ghana fool who say near my President Mahama a promise of a year no yeah, it's okay. Or see a woman said dollar above from. And so dollar no near my bokwane kosoro and reflecting in the pocket of people. And only people be catch say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. I obey vice president the year exchange rate in exposing over country say anybody who thinks they say when the exchange rate is going up and down, then you have warped logic. Who Paul Adom Otchere only say nipa no. Why na who say better about man? Can correct. Say nipa no any current at my way any abaya nipa na me ko send this account will be in euro rate in Kwana at here about 12 point something. 12 point something. 1 year about 7 months in it, and economy and ability. A quite kitty was not drop out for moment. Then they put you better about 19. For Adom Otchere is one kind. Now, I mean, we say NPP because and that your mama unemployment rate 35%. I'm so happy with them. They say unemployment rate 12.5, and the mama they 14.5. Monko calculate Paul Adom Otchere also per MP akodia suade na for kasa. Enye dia ukusunya yede teleprompter be si wanim na ye twara de gusu a na okofa ogela betra nche mo keka nsema mka wi a na okotwa petesi na wakoda nya no bi na ye ka da bi ye ka sunya de na ade no so no me nka wadwen num se ne be yatima mani be hu se ampa asem na wo kan wunim asem a sebe wo ka right ye debt to GDP mo de ko sen one fan kon ko do 97%. Inflation it could do 54.5% and more. So now we NPP in one country. We NPP and they be address what to say NPP because we saw you as a journalist. Say that they be also NPP. Now money ye dimochia problem and I'm the better. But we're gonna address you people based on how people you tell us say you are. And that is exactly and the idea Gabby Asare Darko and yeah my mama the same thing. And then we only see you people as a politician. What I say? Tane be ye be address mo sabe be. I mean kind messages a million no about na if we are maybe phone lines na to na fit discuss whatever boss there. The system not ready and not serious, full of corruption. Zegma they are or they buy no. There aren't any journalists in that country. They are just presenters. Kwaku AD or the no. And ko I say one mom why charitable kakra mom. They are all politicians. Or might say Imya and I say Jata or maybe say Imya Tadan. That is how they are. Rikusu bro, the coming of the Ora has now shined the eyes of Ghanaians as to political liars who simply came and see from Ghana. I remember Paul and the Christmas tree. I wonder why he has not been invited. He was arrested and then they gave him bail, but minimum be no kwaku. Sometimes things like that. Kwaku Edi say Parliament is the most useless resources in that country. I don't think so. I think that this is a harsh word. The Parliament in the boy juma, but a bit of be a nipa bi mu na akogura wa na so mo pekwa akogura. We don't see them as fit enough, right? But Parliament as an institution that I think say is doing at juma be the Parliament here. AB Kumas has said, thanks social media, smartphones, African youth are learning fast. Exactly. That is something I think say is happening around us. Indeed, you bet me about kama na video bibia because African youth is saying the youth are more educated, more enlightened. The internet is also helping, and that is exactly what I believe. Say as a country, they say we are going to udin throw Otchere will be and I say bojandam be a massa. Dependent to very 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 simple program. The former Ashanti Regional Minister under Akufo-Addo, who insulted market women, compared to the current Ashanti Regional Minister Marco Hene under President Mahama, who is more proud and arrogant. And that particular Ashanti region, Paul Simon Mensah, on the catching the slim forces, I won't back. We is slimming now. Work myself. Near war panny near Garo Kurune Tiffy as Robbie Kurunum. It can be also on the on the kind. Meanwhile, he was captured live on audio. So could he be the former man at Temno? Papa we buy 1 year before. I don't much to say. Or no one tells here. Because nibre and nibre the current Ashanti Regional Minister. That is why they are doing all those kind of things. President Cook, the NPP are entitled. They are just irate people. They see the results of someone else's hard work and they want to grab it. So acquisitive. Or might be they say Ghana na Omodia. That is what they believe in. Or my being say Ghana omodia, but Ghana no so no Ghana for nyina dia. What I say? It will be